Michael, obviously you preempted this yesterday, but Aaron and Ryan both out. I know you've called up Chris and Rory,
Yes.
but it obviously isn't ideal.
No, it's far from ideal, obviously. When you coming into the game, the suspension of Daniel Lafferty, which you can cater for, and there's an opportunity for Ryan, obviously, but he had picked up a knock in the game for Hibs against Ross County at the weekend, and he's been ruled out. Aaron's a big blow as well, because obviously he's our most experienced player, and so unfortunately, as I say, with changes within the back four, and but equally, it gives us, other players will get the opportunity to step in, which players did against Russia and took that opportunity. And as I say, we'll try and keep the team as consistent as possible, but it's difficult, as I say, when you lose players because of these circumstances.
Aaron did such a good job at keeping Ronaldo at bay the last time. Is that something that you're going to try and switch on to somebody else now, or is it the whole team's job?
Well, it's always been the whole team's job. I will have to play someone at right back. So on that basis, that we'll be in a situation where, as I say, where Ronaldo plays on the pitch, you can't designate anyone in particular to take care of him. It would disrupt your own team shape too much. So we'll rely on our team shape and the work rate of the team to obviously make it as difficult as possible for him to do what he's capable of. But as I say, he's one of many good players in the Portuguese team, so we focused on not just that one player, but obviously the Portuguese team as a whole, and we take a lot of confidence from how we played obviously in Porto, certainly from the last game again, and the players are well versed in what's expected of them.
Chris Baird, I know you had concerns over him not having a club at the minute, but the fact he's been training with QPR, how likely is it that you will bring him into the mix with his experience?
Well, he's an option. I have to be fair to the player a little bit as well, in the sense that he's not played any competitive football since going back to last season, and he didn't. His contract situation at Fulham meant that he didn't play in the final few months there either. So it's been a while since Chris played competitive football. I know he's at QPR, and hopefully that situation will resolve itself quickly. But if I had to call on him, I know he's got the experience and the know-how to be able to deal with it. But I just have to look at the overall situation. I'm delighted to have Chris. I think it's testament to him, to be honest, that given his contract situation and the circumstance that he's in, that he is prepared to make himself available for international duty, and that attitude alone is it's commendable.
Everyone's talking about defence, but up front you've got Kyle Lafferty back. Does that pose a bit of a headache selection problem with how well Jamie and Martin did in the last game?
Well, it does. You want as many options as possible. Like a young Will Grigg as well comes into that equation. Billy Mackay scoring goals at Inverness. You want your players, particularly at that end of the pitch, playing on a regular basis, and you want them playing well for their clubs. And I think we're seeing that. We talked about Martin and Jamie. Obviously, were very good against Russia. But this is a different game, and we'll just look at this game in its own light. But certainly having the likes of Big Laugh back is a big bonus to us. But again, as I say, the key for me was to continue to try and create competition for starting places, and I think slowly but surely we're getting there. Okay,
Steve, you've been part of big match results before, when particularly England and Spain that era, and now it seems to have come back round again. What's it like this time around, going through that again?
Yeah, it was a great night for everybody. I think especially we're going through a bit of a difficult period in terms of results, and although the performance has been good up until that point, it was nice just for everything to come together, and especially for the younger lads in the squad to be able to experience that as well. It can only benefit us going forward.
Portugal is never going to be an easy one, but who's to say that you can't do what you did against Russia, against Portugal again?
Yeah, exactly. That's the aim, to try and replicate the same performance and get a similar result. Again, we're going to have to be our best. I mean, we're not going to drop off by any percentage to go and get a result. So, but obviously the Portugal team's full of a lot of talent and quality, and we know we're going to have to be at it tomorrow night to get a result.
I know the media make a big deal of Ronaldo, but do the players make a big deal of him during training, as he talked about much?
Yeah, I think it's just a game to look forward to. It's a great game. There's going to be a buzz about Windsor Park off the back of the last result as well. As I said, it's hard to single out one player for them, although Ronaldo's one of the best in the world, but they've got a lot of quality in the squad, and you can't concentrate too much just in one player.
How disruptive is it, the defensive situation at the moment, and knowing how good the players out are. How disruptive is it for the rest of you?
Yeah, I think as Michael said, it's not an ideal situation. You want to have a fully fit squad if possible, but throughout the course of a campaign you're going to get injuries. Just unfortunate it's sort of happened to a number of players in the defensive options, but as I say, it's a great opportunity for somebody to come in and get a chance to play in a great game.
Windsor Park obviously exploded again after the Russia result, and it was good to see that again after it being a while. Are you expecting, the aftermath of that on Friday night?
Yeah, as I said, I'm sure there'll be a buzz about the place. I mean, the players are looking forward to it. I'm sure the fans will as well. And hopefully we continue the good feel good factor and going into this game and go out and put another good performance and say get a good result leading into Luxembourg.
Is there a different belief about the squad now after that result?
No, I think you just take a lot of positives from the game. As I say, we've been unfortunate in the group so far in terms of not getting enough from the games, like the performances reflect it, but I think everything sort of came together against Russia. But as I said, it's going to take a similar performance and the same desire to go out and get a result against Portugal.
Thank you.